Hello my dear lovely souls, welcome to my channel. Happy New Year and Happy New Moon. I don't usually make videos during new moon because during new moon there's not a lot of energy, but because this new moon is crossing my Mars and my Mercury, and then it's trining with Uranus, I have this energy and I am mentally stable to make this video, which usually I'm not, since everything that is happening astrologically on my chart. And I'm super excited to make this video. I'm kind of ready for this video. As you can see, I'm wearing the color of Aquarius and the sexiness of Pluto both combined in my look. Sorry for that noise. And here I am, eager to share with you what your next 20 plus years are going to look like, because Pluto is entering Aquarius for next 20 years. It's gonna be there until March of 2042. It enters in January of 20, in next days. We're gonna have Pluto in Aquarius. If you notice what happened in your life around March to June of last year of 2023, that was like a preview or like a trailer of your next 20 years. But let me tell you what happened last year that could resonate with Pluto being Aquarius. So Pluto is all about transformation, breaking something old and moving on to something new. It's not never ending or restricting. It's more like, let's cut it out, it's not serving us, and let's move on to something way better, way more fancier. And then we have Aquarius, the sign of new, the sign of technology, the sign of new ideas, but more ahead of time, like something that is tech, something that is, for example, AI. Scientists, most scientists and idea generators, people who have great ideas, they're living in a different world kind of people, are born during Aquarius season or have Aquarius something. Like I have an Aquarius moon, and Aquarius is also responsible for astrology, so welcome. By the way, my name is Soleil. If you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. It's gonna be fun. I am very committed to make more videos this year because I promised myself no more mental health issues. Use astrology as a therapy because I'm sorry, because with astrology I can clearly see what's going on with me, and I can push myself to be like, it's okay, it's gonna pass, just hold on, learn new things. Yeah, hi, subscribe if you're new. And last year, if you combine both of these energies together, we're gonna have ChatGPT. You know, he became, or I don't know what it is, he or she, it's an AI. It's my friend. It was my friend until recently. So last year, everybody started talking about AI, technology, how you can integrate AI into your businesses, into your school. Like ChatGPT helped so many students to graduate, pass their exams, and many businesses are now using lots of AI technology to make their videos, to make their marketing, and etc. So you get the point, right? It's something fresh, it's something new. Last time Pluto was in Capricorn, so it entered Capricorn in 2008. So for the past decade and plus, Pluto was in Capricorn. It's more the sign of stability, the sign of the sign that cares about career and reputation and status. And now Pluto moving into Aquarius gives us no more boundaries, no more no criticizing other people, because Capricorns have for some reason, we have high standards. Like if we don't like this thing the way you did it, for us will be like, why you couldn't do it better? Because I can do it better. Why you cannot do it? And if you have any Capricorn in your life, you will notice that Capricorns kind of complain a lot. It's not because they're not satisfied with things. It's more of I know it can be done better, so why you're not using your potential, why you're being so lazy. And an Aquarius sign, it's more of accepting everyone for the way they are. And let's say someone is weird according to you, so for an Aquarius person, they welcome anything. It's no more race, they don't care about race, gender, anything. And this brings us to our next 20 plus years of of generations. Can I say generations? If we have 10, we have generations. Or okay, let's say Pluto in Aquarius generation, where you will notice how there will be more of freedom, because Aquarius is also the sign of freedom. So depending on your chart, it's going to be freedom of choice, freedom of speech, and you won't be bothered about like thinking what other people will say if you do something or say something. So it's a lot of things that we're gonna like incorporate, but the most major thing that you can just in general see changes happening in the world is going to be technology, AI, incorporation of AI and crypto, for example, into our daily lives. For example, just AI is going to be something big even in life of people who, like let's say my mom, she can message on WhatsApp and stuff, but I don't think she can like open her own website or create something technologically. But now because of AI or something new, she will be like, people of her age can do many things. So as many new ideas are going to come out, because Aquarius is the sign that is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus in astrology is usually like when you interpret or forecast with a Uranus, you never know what's that is going to bring. Plus this, all of this information that I just gave you, in addition with Uranus moving to Gemini in 2026, gonna like make everything even more popping and going everywhere, especially fields related to education is going to boom, because Gemini is the sign of learning, studying new skills, monetizing them. Aquarius is the sign of literally being genius. Most of the Aquariuses I've met in my life are geniuses. I'm like looking at them and I'm like, okay, I am interacting with a genius. So combine all of that together. People who will be in the fields of education, teaching, something new like astronomy, astrology, new fields of life that I cannot say right now, are going to be big. So if you want to, for example, study astrology with me, I am preparing my astrology course for April and May of 2024 this year. There is a form that you can sign up, fill up, for me to see what exactly do you want from me to learn. Because every day when I'm preparing this course, I'm like getting more excited to share more things that I'm pretty sure most of the people don't know. And most of astrology courses are based on like theories, and I want people to just get my course and be able to interpret, forecast, and understand astrology. I don't want to do like theories or history. Like you can check history in other places, but I will be giving like theory and practice and make it very feasible, very understandable, because I have Aquarius moon and I will attract everyone who wants to learn astrology. So please sign up the form before like it gets too late, because I'm going to be in, because I already have some students who fill up the form, and most of them want intense and more like one-on-one kind of courses. So I will be making I'm thinking about making my courses live. So we will be having like live conversations like this, because it's more important to me to have one-on-one interaction, because I have Libra North Node, which means having one-on-one connection with people. Even though my moon is in Aquarius, it's about like distance, but I have to become more close with people. So with this idea as well, Aquarius and Pluto is going to bring kind of like distance away from people who are not like-minded as you are, or people who do not understand you. It can be like your own family, your own siblings, people around you who are not understanding who you are, or you not understanding them. You're gonna be having not like some of you might like cut ties with those people, but in general it's going to be more like we don't talk as much because there is nothing to talk about. And vice versa, you will be attracted, or you will attract people into your life who are like-minded as you are in some kind of specific topic, because Aquarius is also about communities and groups groups of people who have same interests and they want to do same things as you, and you can teach each other and grow and etc. And I would love to make like more global video, but I know that most of the people who come to my channel, they go and skip to their own sign. So please help me with timestamps if I don't provide them ASAP, which I don't usually do, because usually when I make something, it means that they have a lot of energy, and I use that energy to do things that I don't usually do at all. Yes. So we're gonna start with Aries. Hello, Aries. Your next 20 years are going to be phenomenal, okay? So let me tell you, with Aries, Pluto moving into Aquarius, I'm sorry, it's going to bring you, as I said in the beginning, for Aquariuses, always make sure to check the beginning of the video, because most of the time, the information that I give to general public to most of the signs, like in the beginning, is 100% related to Aries risings, because I base my general readings on for every sign in the beginning of my videos based on Aries, because Aries is the beginner, is a #1 sign, so everything aligns with Aries for me to interpret stuff. So let me be more specific. At the moment right now, depending on, please make sure to check your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. They will resonate differently, but rising sign is 100% gonna resonate, especially with times, because you need to check the degree of your rising sign. Since Pluto is the slowest planet on our solar system, it kind of moves in one sign very slowly. So if you are like 0-degree Aries, then you will feel the influence of Pluto faster. Like you will influence it immediately, especially last year you probably already influenced it. So what is the influence? First, I'm gonna talk about those who don't have 0-degree, but Pluto is still in your 10th house, but it's gonna change the sign to Aquarius. So Pluto has been in your 10th house for a decade or more, which talks about your career, your reputation, your status. Most of you probably changed your position from managerial to CEO. Like, I'm just like saying stuff that are like very big and you can understand what I'm trying to explain. And most of your attention was in the career sphere, into building your status, into making a name for yourself. And you were probably sticking to one topic and you were just like focusing and making your career based on that thing. Like, let's say, like my mom, economist for 30 years, economist, because I mean, she's a Capricorn, she wants stability. And Pluto in Capricorn is stability. For you, it was in career. But now that Pluto changes the sign to Aquarius and it is still in your 10th house, you will see that all of a sudden you're like, I don't think I want to continue doing one thing for the rest of my life. I want to diversify, because with Aquarius energy, and then in 2026 with Gemini energy, it's all about like diversity, versatility in every field. And for you, it's going to be for work. You will notice how you are going to receive different offers for job, for promotion, or for like there are going to be many different ways you can build your career. You won't be like sitting in your office from 9 to 5 for every single day for next 10 years. You're going to be probably changing your offices. You probably going to be even changing your countries and moving, like, let's say 1 year you are working in this city, next year you're moving to another city. There are going to be like big changes that you will notice. Also, this is very important. If some of you have been in a relationship, like a family, if you had a family where there was like instability and you notice that you don't feel this relationship going somewhere, with Pluto changing the sign, going into like the sign of divorces. Actually, Aquariuses don't like commitments. Aquarius energy doesn't like to be bound by something. most of people who have strong Aquarius energy, they don't want to get married, they don't want to have their own babies, they just want to live life. And some of you, if you had a weak relationship in your family with your spouse, some of you will notice that you are probably going to get a divorce, and it's going to free you. You will be like feeling free. And then again, for those who are like, who have very first degrees of Aries, like for Aries risings, you will notice the changes in your community, in your surroundings, in terms of people. First, we can interpret it in a way of, you will be more attracted to people who are like you, they're in the same field, and together you will be working to develop something new. For example, I don't know, these are new topics that I'm learning this day. It's about crypto. I don't understand much, but I'm noticing that there are so many opportunities in crypto world to build something, and usually people make their own teams and they start developing, programming something new. And you could be in that kind of position, some of you. For next 20 years, you're gonna work on some kind of project with a group of people. It's not a single job. Like, it's not like I'm gonna do everything by myself, I'm gonna have my own business. No. It's gonna be, you're having a business with someone. That kind of energy. That's one. Two, for those who never thought about like going public and opening their own YouTube channel, TikTok or Instagram, it's time. It's time, baby. By the way, I think I'm gonna open a new channel for like for business advices or something, or for skincare. I don't know. So I can relate because of my South Node in Aries. So some of you, you will be drawn, or you will kind of like have to move into this field of showing yourself, not showing off, but like being present online and talking about the things that you do, because you will be very attractive to people who see you from like from screen. For example, there will be people who will want to learn from you. There will be people who will want to have your services, your products that you provide. And again, it's gonna be different things. You're gonna work on different things, but mostly related to, but trust me, in next 20 years, everyone's gonna start doing, incorporating new technology into their lives. For you, it's gonna be in teams, in projects with other people, and at work. For other people, it's gonna be different things, but they're gonna incorporate. Another thing you can do is, you will notice that in next 20 years, so for example, your name is gonna get bigger in the fields that you are specializing at, and which means you will be in communication with so many people from your field, like attending conferences, having calls, and just having meetings with a lot of people. It's not just like two, three people. It's like big amounts of people. Okay, and you will have many friends for sure. For the next 20 years, you're gonna have more friends. Like if you felt like you have been doing things by yourself, and you felt like you were super busy and you were not having any kind of like connection with people, next 20 years you're gonna have. And if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, I have openings and you can book a reading. And we're gonna move on to Taurus. Gonna change. I'm using my friend's iPad to open the chart. So Taurus, for you, next 20 years are going to be huge. It's going to be huge, especially everything for you is going to be connected to your partner, because Pluto rules your partner. Make sure to check your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. It's very, very important to know your degree of your rising sign. This reading right now, if you're watching, it's gonna definitely relate to Tauruses who have early degrees of Pluto, because right now when you are watching it, you will see how whatever I'm saying is coming true. And other Tauruses who have like later degrees in Tauruses, like after third, fourth degrees, you will you won't feel much of a difference in your life from this reading, and then you will be like, Soleil, it's not true. It is true, but maybe after 2026 and in 2027, because Pluto is going to be in Aquarius for 20, how many? 22 years? 20 years. From this year until 2042. Okay? 2 decades. So please make sure to check your degrees. For now, if you are a Taurus in any degree, you will see the change in your life, because Pluto at the moment is still in your 9th house. And on 20th of January, Pluto is going to change the sign. So in the past decade and more, you were kind of like working hard, not hard, but you can notice that your focus in life, like background focus, was in developing your developing some kind of skills by educating yourself, especially getting degrees, getting diplomas, learning new languages, and being very, very strict about it. So education in the past decade and so has been super, super important for you. And most of you probably were working for a foreign company or in a different country, and you were probably traveling a lot. But the thing is, with Capricorn in 9th house, it's more like strategic planning of like studying abroad. It's more of like you have to do it because somebody told you, your parents told you you have to study, so you went and you kind of did your degree. But now from 20th of January, when Pluto moves to Aquarius, you're gonna be having so much freedom and so much realization in terms of, oh my God, this is something new I want to learn. Oh my God, this is new language that I want to have in my life. For example, good example is me like I'm having this urge to learn 5 more languages. I'm having this urge to go for PhD, and there's this realization that you want more, and it is very normal because Capricorn is mostly like, do one thing, be super good in it, and succeed in one thing. My whole family is perfect example of saying to me, like, there is this saying in Tajik, we say, "Holai hama kora hama korosh nim kola," meaning a woman or someone who has many things to do, everything that they do is not perfect enough. It's just meh, meh, meh. But that's Capricorn energy, where you're thinking, oh, I have to just be specific in one topic and make sure that I'm super good in that. The thing is, Aquarius doesn't care. Are like air sign. Aquarius energy is all about, it's always like storm of energy coming into your life, and you're like, I want to do this, you do it. I want to do that, you do that. It's very normal to have that kind of thoughts in your head. So if you start having these new ideas that you want to do, that you want to build, that you want to learn, do it. It's probably it, because in next 20 years, the whole world is going to move from one project to another, from one thing to another. It's going to be very, very, very normal. And I had like the longest earring I've ever had in my life. Maybe it's a message for someone. That's one. Another way this can be interpreted for you guys is that you will travel so much. You will become like, I am the citizen of the earth. There is not going to be like, I want to settle in this country. You'll be like, I want to get out of this place. You stay in one place for like 2-3 weeks and you'll be like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I want to go there. I want to move there. I want to travel here. I want to explore the whole world. I want to go to Antarctica. And the thing is, like recently, I had one student that I was teaching, and she's an Aries rising, but Pluto is kind of like entering her 9th house. So this girl right now is literally in Antarctica. Okay, I never met anyone who traveled from one edge of the planet to another, because she was in Kamchatka or somewhere, like because she's from Russia, she was in the North Pole, and now she's literally in the South Pole. Like, this is the type of activities you will be doing. Like, and again, With Uranus, I cannot say specifically what exactly it's gonna be, but it is definitely going to be like something that you never expected. Like, I would never expect that I would go to Antarctica, but now that I know that someone else that I know has done it, I want to do it too. So you will just make sure to prepare your visas. If you need visa, make sure that you get like the longest, because you will be on the road most of the time. That's one. Two, three. The third thing is that Aquarius is the sign of technology, AI, and astrology. We have, like, for example, Pisces and Cancer and Scorpio to relate to like tarology, psychics, and etc. Astrology's sign is Aquarius. So since you are going to be interested in educating yourself for, I'm not saying for next 20 years, because it's gonna within this 20 years it's gonna move to your 10th house that I'm gonna talk about a bit later. If you are interested in studying AI, programming, technology, do that for sure. And if you're interested in studying astrology, I am preparing a course, and there's a Google form that you can fill out for me to see how can I teach you, because these days I'm having more interest in teaching like with Zoom calls and having one-on-one interaction and explaining things more in detail, because I'm pretty sure in upcoming 20 years, astrology, numerology, these things are going to be like a necessity and everyone will know. And this field is going to be on demand, especially if you look back in 2023, last year, when Pluto moved to Aquarius. There were so many people who started talking about numerology and astrology and Chinese zodiac signs. It's a sign, okay? I'm just telling you what I saw, and I'm telling you what I do, and I'm inviting you to join my astrology course. Now, if you're very early degree, 0 degree, Taurus, 1, 2, 3, whatever is going to happen this year, next year, is going to resonate with the reading that I'm going to give you right now. For others, depending on your degree, you just add extra year. Especially 2026, you will see everything coming true, like everything that I'm just about to say. When Pluto moves to your 10th house, it's going to be a huge shift. Now that we thought like Taurus's life is going to be like chill, no. It's going to be transforming even more. You're gonna be like rising and going like beyond and making more in this world. Your work, your life, your reputation is going to be so much more important to you. There will be situations where you will like get married, have a baby, and I'm pretty sure, like, okay, I cannot say that because probability, like if you do like probability, yeah, it's gonna happen, because there is a chance, a big chance, that some Tauruses will have Scorpio babies or Aquarius babies. Just saying, like, you know, but I'm pretty sure that you're gonna have all 12 signs if you want, because there's so many Tauruses in the world. And it's going to be like your life is going to have before and after, because you're literally changing your full, like your whole status. Maybe in next 20 years you're gonna go from one job to another. As I said, you're gonna start diversifying what you do. And right now, maybe the reason that you're having this thoughts of like learning new things, incorporating new skills, and monetizing your skills, learning astrology, is just for, I don't know why. You will know that in upcoming 20 years, you will be incorporating all of these skills into making money, into making career for yourself. You no longer will be, I am only a marketologist. No, you're gonna be doing side hustle, like not side hustles. You will be able to manage different fields and work in different ways with different people throughout your life, upcoming 20 years. Because again, Aquarius is the sign of diversification, versatility, and many new ideas. And for you, directly related to money, especially in 2026, you will start noticing how you're gonna have No, now you're gonna have many opportunities. Like, you will notice that you're receiving emails and offers and promotions. People are emailing you like, oh, can you do this job for me? Can you do this? And you'll be like, yeah. And especially in 2026, you will receive big amounts of money. I'm gonna talk about that later, like make another video. But 2026 is very big year, especially for you financially and your career wise. And if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, there's a link. You can go ahead and check it out. I reduced the prices actually because I don't know, I feel like I want to work with more people this year, so I made it cheaper so that it's more affordable, because before it was very expensive because I didn't have time. There was a reason that it was so expensive apart from extra things that I would provide. But the reason I subconsciously made it expensive is to not have readings because I was mentally not ready. But I'm ready, I think. So we're moving on to Geminis. Can you please leave like a timestamp for what you just saw, because sometimes I don't have time to do it and then I have some people attacking me. Can I take a sip of water? Oh my god, Geminis, welcome. Please keep me updated in your upcoming 20 years. I want to go back to this video and watch it in 20 years and be like, you made it, yoo-hoo. You guys, your next 20 years is so diverse. It's so cool. And especially starting from 2026, your life is gonna like completely change. I'm gonna make a new video about Uranus moving into Gemini, but please make sure to check your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign, because with Pluto, it's very time specific, with degree specific. So Pluto right now is in Capricorn and it has been in your 8th house for a decade and more. And from 20th of January, it's gonna change the sign to Aquarius, which means freedom from loans and freedom from people who were probably controlling you. If there were people that you like depended on, that's going away. There is no more control. You will feel more free, but at the same time, you will feel like there is something missing in my life in terms of the truth, the depth, and understanding the world, which will lead you to start studying new things. And this transition is gonna happen depending on your rising sign degree. So if you are born with 0 degree, 1 degree, 3 degrees, you will notice this shift like in this year, next year. People who are born like a bit later, like with later degrees of Gemini, you will feel this shift later on and within this 20 years. But for now, for sure, you will notice that financially your brain is gonna go like different ways of thinking. Like before, maybe you just had one job and you were just making money with your partner, for example. Now you will notice that there will be different sources of income with different people in your life. Maybe you will have proposals from different people in your life and you will be working with someone to make more money. So before, if you were working by yourself, and or maybe you were under your parents and you were depending on your parents, now you're gonna like change that and you will become more independent. But also for some of you, it will be working with a partner or with partners in making money. But most importantly, I can 100% say that some of Geminis during this period, starting from January 20th, you will be obsessed with money. Obsessed, but not with just physical money or like things that you can touch and the values in your life. It's gonna be like crypto. What you can make money with how you can make money with crypto. You will be wanting to learn how to trade. You will be interested in learning more about Bitcoin, altcoins, whatever coins that I'm learning myself these days. So that's why I'm giving you some names. You will notice this shift of this urge of having more money and figuring out how you can make those money, and maybe you will be using AI and technology to make that money. Sorry for my grammar. Yeah, just let me know if some of you have already like started thinking about buying crypto and doing some trading, because when Pluto goes to your ninth house, you guys, you need to back up, you need to prepare your documents, because you will be traveling. You will be moving from city to city, so from country to country, from continent to another country. You will be like, I'm the citizen of this earth. Don't you dare to tell me I should live in this city or in this country. You'll be like, I have no idea. I want to move to this country. I don't like it in here. I'm gonna move to this one. So you will be like a digital nomad. You will be nomading. You will be traveling so much. You won't be able to like stay in one location. I don't know. It could be for many reasons. One of them is education. Some of you will start thinking about, oh, I want to learn new skills. So I want to get a degree in philosophy. I want to get a degree in astrology. Welcome to my astrology course that I'm having in April and May of this year. Fill up the form to kind of pre-enroll. Some of you will go so far away and you will get like diploma after diploma, diploma after diploma. It's like you go, you study for 1-2 years, you get a certificate or a diploma, and then you move on to another one. And it's not gonna be like, I'm gonna study biology for bachelor's, biology for master's, biology for PhD, and become a biology professor. It's gonna be more like, biology, microbiology, cell biology, like you will be changing within the field or even different fields. Like for example, for me, biology to management, management to cosmetology, dermatology, and what is this, like clinical trials that I'm doing, which is not related to what I studied in my whole life. It's going to be like many different ways. And especially, I know even though there is like going to be like Google Translate and maybe other translate options, I think they already exist. You will still, some of you will be interested in learning new languages and you want to learn them more. And the thing is, you will be able to do that because Aquarius is a sign of geniuses, as I mentioned before, if you didn't check the beginning of this video. And you will be like learning things like this. So if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, the links are down below. I reduced the price. And we're moving on to Cancers. Hello dear Cancer, welcome to my channel. So excited to tell you what your next 20 years are going to look like. Look at me. You guys are getting ahead. You're like moving away from partnerships to more like freedom kind of way, and then moving into becoming this like richest person in your own town, in your own city. Like, I'm talking about big money. And the thing is, these money are coming from working with someone. These are not the money that you will be doing by yourself. However, let's get into it. Please make sure to check your rising sign. Know the degree of your rising sign. Check your sun sign and your moon sign. And just know you can check throughout 20 years when this Pluto is making any aspect with your planets or going over your houses. If that was too complicated and you want to learn about astrology, I have a course. I'm going to talk about it a bit later. But let's begin. First of all, Pluto has been in Capricorn from 2008. So partnership situation for most Cancers has been the biggest topic in their life. It wasn't probably like out to your face and you see that, oh, I have not problems, I have relationship with relations. Sorry, you got the point. You, in the past decades, you probably were surrounded or met like very influential people or person. And some of you, if it affected you negatively, you felt this control by a person in your life or by people in your life. But now, from 20th of January, you will notice that if you are feeling that you are being controlled or you're under some kind of pressure, from 20th of January, Cancers will be like, let me be frank. You're gonna be like, I will tell you to your face, I've been holding this for long. I was like trying to be respectful, but right now I don't care. I'm gonna tell you to your face that I don't like this, that I don't like that. And I am moving away from people who are not serving me. You're not serving my purposes, you're being disrespectful. I am not dealing with this. Bye bye. I'm gonna become the richest person that you ever met in your life. Then you're gonna move into making money mindset depending on your degree of your rising sign, especially in 2024, in 2025, in 2026, people who have degrees from 0, 1, 2, 3, you will feel this the most right now. Others, you will feel these things that I'm saying later, okay, from 2026. But what I'm clearly saying is that majority of Cancers who have like early degrees in Cancer rising are going to be interested in trading, in making big amounts of money. We're not talking about thousands, we're talking about millions. Even though you think you might not make millions, let me tell you, coming from this Dululu here, even in your brain, it doesn't matter. You will be like, I can do it. I know I can do it. Plus, in my experience, I noticed that if a Cancer person puts their mind into something, they're the most successful people out there. Like, do not underestimate Cancers. Let me tell you, Elon Musk. That's it. Let's finish this video. It's enough. Elon Musk. Okay, that's a Cancer we're talking about, and there's so many more Cancer women who are more successful than majority of the signs, because they're very like, okay, I'm done with this, I'm gonna focus on this. And so some of you will be interested in trading, doubling your income, making more money. But the thing is, you will be either working in a group with people, so you're gonna like generate community wealth or a team wealth, or there is this thing from 2026 when Uranus moves into Gemini. Some of you will be on a secret mission to work on something behind the scenes, and you will be super successful with that. So maybe after 20 years, maybe after like 10 or more years, not really 10, like, yeah, probably 10. After like 10 years, people will know that, oh my God, you've been doing this whole time and we didn't know. It could be working online behind the scenes, working remotely from different country, like moving to different countries and working online somehow. And especially with Gemini and Aquarius being like educational signs, some of you could be working with people or just by yourself, providing some kind of services, but kind of without showing off yourself to the public and making know that, hey, this is Soleil giving astrology course. It's gonna be like someone is teaching something and nobody knows who's doing that. A spy. Did you ever think about becoming a spy or FBI agent? I know you did. So that's one. Then we have 8th house is the house of big transformations, like huge changes in life. But I'm talking about, at the moment, technology related things. Aquarius is ruling astrology, and 8th house is considered the house of esoterics as well, because 8th house is all about deeper knowledge, finding the truth, digging in the information and getting out your truth. And one of the tools is astrology, and Aquarius is the sign of astrology, and people will start implementing astrology, numerology in their lives, daily lives, starting from this year and upcoming 20 years. You will notice how everyone will be like knowing exactly what's their sign, who they are, whatever, like their astrology or their numerology. Because last year when Pluto entered Aquarius, almost everyone started talking about numerology, astrology, and Chinese zodiac signs. So if you're interested in learning astrology in this new era, I'm inviting you to join my astrology course from April and May of this year. I chose these 2 months because they will have so much energy for engulfing and eating so much information to the point that you immediately can implement it. And I prepared a Google form for you to fill up, and for me to understand what type of teaching you would prefer and what skills do you want to learn, because I want to just like teach the things that you can immediately monetize and use. And if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, the links are down below. And we're moving on to Leos. Sorry for coughing. I don't know. Maybe I'm sick. I don't know. I'll take a sip of water. Hello, dear Leos. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be fun. Next 20 years are going to be big. Big, big, big. So make sure to check your rising sign, your moon sign, and your sun sign. As always, please do that. Oh my god, I forgot to mention that there is like 2024 yearly video. So I should mention it somewhere. Okay, you can check it out later. Pluto has been in Capricorn for past 15 years, and for you it has been in your 6th house of routine, daily work, health, physical health, pets, and just working and being disciplined. But guess what? That time is over. I was wondering why I feel so different, because especially last year I became so irresponsible compared to what I was before. Even though I have Aquarius moon that gives me like this thing that if I don't like something, I don't do it. If I don't like something, I say it. And the thing is, last year Pluto moved into Aquarius, and it's still for some of Leos, especially late born Leo risings or late born Leos, these degrees will play out in your 6th house. So I noticed that last year I became super furious about not following the rules, the law, what the society wants us to do, and being just like, we have an exam, I think it's useless, I'm not gonna go. Or if I go, I'm just gonna go write my name and be over with it, which I've done. But most importantly is there's this like this voice, this something within you that's yelling freedom, free me, especially your physical body. If you felt like your physical body is in some kind of pain, that makes sense, because now it's moving from something that was comfortable and stable to something new. Now Leos are going to become very, very open with their choices and making choices for themselves. You will notice that you're no longer having any routine. There is no routine, there's just freedom. Okay, if we look at 6th house as work, most of Leos, especially last year and right now in January, you will notice that you're going to receive more offers to work from different organizations, from different sources. You will be receiving source of income, especially if it's related to public, to people, or to like using your voice and your face to communicate and interact. You will notice that you're having those kind of offers coming into your life. For example, for me, even though I have exams, I'm having like making these videos, having of course monetized by YouTube. Then I'm having clients consultations. Then I'm working with my ex-employer on marketing. Then I'm having another ex-employer asking me to do translations, and it's very different things that are coming to your life related to work, which means of course you're gonna double your source of income. But the moment Pluto changes from your 6th house to your 7th house, like if you were single for a long time, and if you were looking for people, you know, they say like if you want to be something, you should surround yourself by those kind of people that are the people that you want to become. In this upcoming 20 years, Leo risings, like Leo people are going to be surrounded by the most influential people. You will be attracted, or you will attract so many like big people into your life. They could be either, let me see, they could be either highly spiritual people, or they could be extremely rich from real estate, from doing some kind of business with liquids and etc. It's very specific. I don't know, it just came out. But 100%, if you were single, you're getting married, you're finding the person. It's like platonic, like karmic relationships are coming your way. Like the relationships that are going to completely change your life. And if you are Leo sun or Leo moon, just check your degree. What degree of your sun and your moon is Leo, and you can determine the year that it will affect you. So especially if you're early born Leo, or you're Leo rising within degrees of 0, 1, 2, 3, you will notice these this forecast right now. You will start noticing it now. I'm speaking very slow because I have zero control over time. I do not know how it works. So attracting very influential people, some of you are getting married, or it could be vice versa. If you were in a relationship where the connection was weak and you're like, I don't know, where is it going, you're gonna be like, freedom, let me out of this. I can see this more of like a relationship where there is no bond, in terms of no contract, no signs, like I don't want to be married but I want to be with you. Those kind of relationships, I can notice that could be happening for you. At the same time, since Aquarius is the sign of groups and teamwork and projects, some of you could be having like a business or opening business with people that you know, or you will meet someone influential and they will somehow invest in you for you to build something and develop something and make something super huge, because Pluto brings big things in life, like big things in life. And so let me see what else I can, especially because Pluto rules your 4th house. For some of you, I can see that there is going to be some kind of partnership with someone from which you will have a new house, or you will get married and move into new places. Also, with this aspect, you are going to spend your time with your partner less but more efficient, meaning like you will be traveling so much with your partner, you will be having lots of dates but in different locations, and you will be diversifying your interaction with these people in your life. That's one. If we're talking about let me see, yes, from 2026, this is going to be, actually not even 2026, even this year, something big is going to happen. Those Leos who are interested in, who are having their own social media, their own YouTube, LinkedIn, or they're becoming public figures, you're going to grow big, because Jupiter is in the 11th house. Check the video on 2024, it's there. And in the video, the other video, I will link it down below. So 7th house, 11th house are both responsible for people and media. You will be attracting the hell out of people. People who look at you, what you are teaching, what you are saying, are going to be so drawn to what you do, and they will want to buy everything that you are selling, learn everything that you are teaching. So that makes sense why I am having my astrology course in 2024, because Jupiter is going to be in Gemini, the sign of the sign of teaching and skills, in 11th house, which is again astrology, communities, people who are like-minded. With Pluto in the 7th house of Aquarius, it's gonna attract people who are like-minded. They want to learn something from me, because I have this knowledge that I can share in an understanding way. So when I say I, please accept it as you, because I'm also Leo rising. Okay, don't think I'm being selfish right now. No, there is something that you have that you will be sharing with people, and it will be needed. So if you think that there is like, I want to do this but I don't think people need it, let me tell you, my dear lovely soul, do it. Excuses, do not come up with excuses, just do it. Especially with Aquarius being the sign of like multitasking and doing many different things, with Gemini of like being kind of like ADHD about ideas and actually putting energy, because there's going to be lots of energy put into these fields, meaning like support by planets that you can use to grow super big. When I said you meet an influential person, also you could become an influential human to people that know you. That's why it said that if someone is having like Pluto in 7th house or in 11th house, Jupiter in 11th house, then Uranus is going to 11th house in 2026. You're going to become influential. You're going to become famous. Okay? I talked about this in 2024 video. Please check it out. It's gold. Okay? Gold. If you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, please go ahead. I would love to have a reading with you. It's going to be so much fun. There's going to be lots of things to talk about. We're gonna move on to Virgos. 1 second. Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to my channel. This is super exciting. I'm sorry, I'm coughing. I have no idea why. It's been 1 day that I'm coughing now, or since night, 12 hours. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know why. Your next 20 years. Big. It's big. What do we have? For now, for majority of you, Pluto is still in the 5th house, but it's gonna change the sign. It's gonna change the sign on 20th of January from Capricorn to Aquarius. We're moving from stability, strategy to freedom. I want to do many different things. And for you, it's in the 5th house. What does it mean? So 5th house is all about love. Okay, anything that brings you joy and love is going to be needing changes and freedom. Okay, for example, if you were in some kind of relationship and it was just like a routine, it was the same things, now from January, either you will be demanding new diversity in your love life, or you will be moving on to a partner or meeting people that will bring you this new energy out of you and they will make you excited. That's 1. 2, maybe in the past decade you were just singing. You were like possessed by singing, and you were possessed by repeating over and over again the same song and making sure that you are like perfecting it. Now with Pluto going into Aquarius, you will be like, I don't think I want to sing anymore. I think I want to start learning different things like piano, guitar, meaning, I'm bringing examples. You can make your own conclusions, but main thing about this example is hobbies. You will come up or decide to have new hobbies, decide to make new ways of making money, but from the thing that you love to do. Here comes this part of, I want to do what I love doing. And trust me, in 2024, 2025, 2026, and many more years, you will have a support from all of these huge ass planets giving you like, hey, you want to make money from what you love doing? Here it is. Take it. Do it. That's 1. 2, there will be opportunities for you to showcase your talents. There will be opportunities for you to go to competitions and boom, win. Yeah. Also, becoming famous, also, if you were wondering, yes, there is. Then we're having the babies, because babies also are the source of joy and happiness and love. Some of you are going to become pregnant. I mean, obviously, like, unless you're born right now, you never know. But within 20 years, some of you are definitely getting pregnant and having this indigo babies, like genius babies being born, because the kids that are going to be born during this period are going to be like changing the world that we know now. It's going to be completely different with these babies, and you could be the parent. I mean, I could be the parent too. I mean, I don't think so. I don't know, but you got the point. Love, hobbies, and then we have business. So if you have been working on your business for last decade and more, and now you're feeling that it's not like moving in a way that you want it to move, time to incorporate AI and technology, or time to change something within your business. I'm not giving you business advice, I'm just saying what could happen. Some of you could be implementing new technology into your business. Some of you will be completely ending your business and starting something completely new. Or some of you might be receiving offers from your friends or colleagues to open something, and you will be making it, because if you work with someone, it's going to be more beneficial. But the thing is, it all depends on you. Everything that you will be doing is directly going to be influencing your career in upcoming decades. And if you are born very early degree of Virgo, like 0 degree, 1 degree, 2 degrees, sorry, please don't judge me. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'm sick. I don't know. From 20th of January, if you were born like 0 degree to 3rd degree, this year, next year, these people with 0, 1, 2, 3 degrees, you will notice this shift now. Others will notice them after like few years. The shift is going to go to work, because as I said, everything that you will be doing in this years is going to completely directly influence your career, your status. And now for some of you with early degrees, you will notice the shift immediately this year. The shift is going to be in your work. You are now going to be multitasking in a way, but mostly like making source of income from different sources. Like you will be making money from different tasks, from different projects, from different things. You will be diversifying. You will be coming up with different ideas, and you will be making actually money from those things. But also, we can talk about health here, because 6th house is also considered the house of health. So in this case, I think that some Virgos are going to take their health very seriously, like super seriously. When Saturn was going over Aquarius, like in 2020, end of 2020, 2021, 2022, if you felt some kind of health issues, they were caused by Saturn to give you limitations to understand what's the problem. Now that Pluto goes, it's like, did you have the lesson from Saturn? Did you take the lesson? Did you fix your health? Did you take care of it? No? I'm gonna make sure you do that through some kind of situations in your life where you will be like, okay, I will be very serious about my health now on. It could be like exercising more, traveling more, running more, because Aquarius is the sign of air. So like running, doing some kind of group work, entering like yoga classes with other people. So you will be maybe in team partnering with other people to take care of your health, or there could be some kind of innovations in the way that your diet works. So health is going to be important. For others of you, in the next 20 years, I feel like you will be super interested in having your own pet. If you don't have, you will be either having more of them, or you will be having like a dog, a cat, a rabbit, diversifying even your pets. So if you're interested actually in studying astrology with me, the links are down below. You can fill up the form, and I will see if what you want to learn I can teach, because I will be teaching very practical things that you can immediately incorporate and start using. And if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, the links are also down below. I reduced the price for this year. And we're moving on to Libras. I know someone commented like, don't say Aries, don't say Libras, just say Aries. I can't. I studied English and if it's something multiple, I go S. I'm not native speaker, as you can tell. Hello dear Libras, welcome to my channel. Super excited to make this video. What do we have? Aquarius and Pluto, these two is perfectly like matching with what's happening with Libra. Like Libras are going to be very nicely influenced by this new aspect that is in upcoming 20 years. Okay, what do we have here, guys? Let me see. First of all, make sure to check your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign, and be very specific and know your degrees, because Pluto is the slowest planet in the world, in our galaxy. So it will be moving from 1 degree to another very slowly. So if you're later born Libra or Libra rising, you will start noticing this forecast in next 3 years or so. For now, let's see what every Libra can expect or feel. There will be the shift, and you probably already felt it. Right now, Pluto is still in Capricorn, and it's in your 4th house of family, your residency, and your parents, but mostly like living situation for sure. And Pluto has been there in Capricorn for over a decade, and you might have felt this deeper connection with your parents, or a control from your parents, or like not a restriction, but like a stability in a place of living. Oops, sorry, but let me tell you, the moment Pluto goes into Aquarius on 20th of January, you'll have this urge to break free. You'll be like, I don't want to live here. I want to change my location. I want to live in a different country. I want to be the citizen of the world. Especially with houses, with changing your living situation is going to be huge in your life. And there are many ways that this can be interpreted. One could be that you will be buying and selling houses, or maybe you will be making a house and then selling it. But the thing is, you won't be settling, that's for sure. You're not going to be able to settle somewhere, because I have an Aquarius moon, and moon is about exactly 4th house of stability, not stability, of place of living. I can't live in one place for more than 2 weeks. I die. You will be feeling the same. You will be like, I don't think this house is the right one. I want to move somewhere. I want to change. And then you're going to move, and then be like, I want to change. I want to move again. So there's one thing. Another thing, since Aquarius is the sign of friends and communities, I can see this thing of living in communities, more like living with friends and changing your location, changing your roommate. It's like living in a place where there are many people that you know. So it's kind of like living with your friends in a dorm situation. I think it's very cool, because I don't think a person with strong Aquarius, especially in the 4th house, will be able to live alone. They could live alone, like meaning I need my own space, my own room, but they won't be able to live alone in a whole building. They need someone in their life to either talk to or to drag them out of their house, because they might just get stuck there, because they can't do it. They cannot be in one place for long. So if they have some kind of mental health problems, like I do, they're gonna just like be in this bed 24/7 for weeks and months, and someone needs to drag them out. So living with someone is going to be one of the options that you will have. It's more like you will not be like, should I live with this person? It's gonna be like, oh, there is an opportunity, do you want to? And you'll be like, hell yeah, like I want to move. Especially like moving to new countries, or moving to different like continents, is going to be very big your next 20 years. That's one. Two, you will notice that there is going to be like a separation from your parents. Like you no longer will be either depending on your parents, or they will no longer depend on you. So there's going to be this like separate, like there will be like parents, they deal with their own things, and you dealing with your own things. But of course you're gonna like communicate, but there's no longer going to be this like bond of like, for example, you feeling like, oh my god, I have to do this for my parents. There's going to be either a discussion or like a talk in which both parties will be like, okay, let's not rely on each other, let's just be individuals and just help each other, but not be like, oh, I need you, don't leave me, like that kind of energy. Then if you're like 0 degree, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree of Libra rising or the sun, you will notice this shift. The shift, especially in 2024, you will notice it, and others will notice it like later on. You will notice this shift in your love life, in the way that you express yourself, in the business that you do, if you are doing. So what does it mean? People who have like strong aspects in Aquarius, especially in the 5th house of love, or in 7th house, anything related to having feelings for other human or other person, I have it. So it's very like, I need you, but I don't need you at the same time. It's that kind of energy where you and your relationship with your partner is going to become not distant. It's gonna become more like, I need my own space, you need your own space. So what we can do, we can gather like once a day and do something together, but then other than that, leave me alone. That kind of feelings and vibes, that's one. But the thing is, this aspect is directly connected to 9th house of traveling. So I'm telling you, next 20 years you will be either traveling with your partner somewhere to different countries. You will be like moving from one place to another with your partner, like traveling a lot and learning new things. Or if we're talking about kids, some of you will be pregnant 100%. You could be giving birth in a different country or on the plane. Today in the morning I woke up with the news of someone giving birth on the plane. So this is perfect example of that. Some of you might give birth on the plane, or your kid will have different nationality, different citizenship. That's one. Two, if we're talking about business, if you are that type of person that monetizes your hobbies, or you're having your own baby, which is your own business, in upcoming 20 years it's gonna grow, it's gonna become big, it's gonna expand, because it's directly connected to the 9th house. Everything that's gonna happen in upcoming 20 years is going to be connected to the 9th house of abroad, foreigners, expansion, and good luck. Good luck. So if someone of Libra risings is deciding to open a business, especially the business with someone, but it should be initiated by you inviting people to work with you, not for you. Having like a teamwork, a team that has same idea, same mindset, and the goal is to either teach or to work with foreigners, with people from abroad, or making money, because Pluto is ruling your 2nd house of making money. So things to do with education, things to do with finances. These are actually made a video on how to make money depending on your sign. There is like in-depth information, but like these topics are going to be big in your life. And for your kids, in addition to like giving birth in different countries or on the plane, we can also see that some of your kids, starting from January, you will notice for some of you, they will either apply for like bachelor's degree, or they will move in and they will start studying abroad. That's one of the ways that it can be interpreted as well. And if you want to learn astrology with me, I'm having a course very soon, May 2024. I hope my mental health is stable to fully prepare that, but I already have students who are like pre-enrolled. You can pre-enroll with a Google form that is down below. It has like few questions for me to understand what exactly do you want to learn and how I can help you. And if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, the links are also down below. Cannot wait to work with different signs, because I also lowered my prices, because I really want to have one-on-one connection with more people who are interested in astrology and believe in astrology in 2024. That's my goal, actually. So we're moving on to Cancers. I'll take 1 hour. I can't speed up. I have zero energy to speed up. Ooh la la, dear Scorpios, what are we having? We're having Pluto, your own planet. Okay, it's yours. It's your father. it's yours. It's moving from Capricorn, that has been in your 3rd house of siblings, networking, communication, driving, and etc., to Aquarius. It's changing the sign from Capricorn to Aquarius, from your 3rd house to your 4th house. More about that later, but like make sure that you're checking your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign, and make sure to know the degrees of your sign, because it's super important. I'll explain why a bit later. So until January 20th, actually last year, March to June, you probably had this because it happened already. So now we're gonna have full-on energy in there. What happens is that for some of you, sibling situations, sibling topics are going to be very big. So for a past decade or so, you were having this, if it was negative, there was this influence of your sibling on you, either a control or you being like a parent to them, or vice versa. And there was this like tension, and you had to obey, and you had to help, and you had to listen to them. But from January 20th, when Pluto goes to Aquarius, you'll be like, listen to me. Even though you're older, or even if you're younger, I'm not your parent. I'm not your like baby or something. I'm not gonna listen to what you say. And I'm gonna be frank. I'm gonna tell it to your face. Like, shut up. I don't want to hear what you say. I don't want to hear your excuses. Like, we're done. If we're talking about the relationship, which was kind of toxic. At the same time, you will notice that your relationship with your siblings is going to become more, if you are both interested in same things and you have same ideas, same goals in life, you will notice you're going to build bigger community with people who are like you, and you will be like the strongest bond, and you will come up with new ways to, let's say, make money, rule the world, for example, very, very easy, or just making money for sure. It's gonna be very big move. But if there was some kind of tension between you and your sibling, and you're completely on different like wavelength, and you two do different things, and you're not vibing, there's going to be this separation of individuals. There's going to be clear vision of like, this is you, and this is how we describe you, and this is the sibling. There is no connection between you two. We're not going to be, oh, you're the sibling of that person. It's going to be like, oh, that individual and this individual. There's going to be this big separation or freedom and release from your sibling. That's one. Next, from January, you will, like from January 20th of this year, we're talking about 3rd house is about skills, teaching, sales, cars, driving, negotiation, high school friends from childhood, and your neighbors. With the change of a sign, you will notice that the communication and interaction with these people is going to get bigger, and you're gonna interact with them more, especially, again, disclaimer, if they are like-minded as you are and they have the same goal as you do. You will notice the shift. You will notice that or now you're becoming more closer, or now you're becoming more distant, depending on what you do. But the thing is, it's directly connected to making money with them. Like for other signs, it was just like helping others or like working with others. For you, it's like directly connecting with making money with siblings or with people from your childhood, making big money. Because in the big money, you also have Gemini, and I'm gonna make like a big video on that. Uranus is going to move in 2026. Jupiter is going to move there in May, and it's going to be like collaborated money making with a sibling or with friend from high school or friends from high school, like making something together, working together. That's one option. Another option is that, I know many Scorpio risings who just take and like study and take new courses and learn new skills, but then they don't usually implement them in real life. Now you will be implementing. Now that the thing is, like, you might have more interests. You'll be like, now I want to learn new things. Now I want to learn more and more of these things. And the thing is, it's very good if they are connected to AI, technology, languages, astrology, for example, or trading and investing, like everything to do with technology, crypto. If you take courses in those things, bellissimo, do it, because it's directly going to be making you money, helping you to make money. At the same time, we're going to have similar thing to Libras that I explained, traveling. Before, you might have like traveled from, like, you made your travels very serious, like, I'm going there, I'm gonna plan it 2 years in advance, it's gonna be luxurious trip somewhere for a month or so. Now you will be determined to just travel for 1 day, for 2 days, from one place to another with sibling, for example. I was just proposing my sister who is Scorpio rising. I was like, why don't we get like a trailer or a truck and just like move and just go places and places and like make stuff. So there is this kind of opportunity as well, where you will be either yourself, like in a car driving. Oh my God, if you don't have a car and if you always wanted to have a car, this is the time where you will either buy a car, learn how to drive, and even make money from like driving for some reason. Like, let's say if you have a truck or something. So traveling a lot. And then for those who have 0 degree, 1 degree, 3 degree Scorpios, and the reading that I'm gonna say right now is gonna resonate for this upcoming years. But for others, this reading is gonna resonate for upcoming like years from 2026, for example. So from 2026 and onwards. So what's going on? Pluto gonna move to your 4th house, and what's gonna happen is that your relationship with your parents is going to become similar, as I said, to your siblings, separate. There is going to be kind of like a disconnect with your parents. Like, I don't know what exactly could happen, but there could be situations where now you will be free from a control of your parents. If you were under control of your parents, yeah, now you'll be like, I'm a bird, I'm flying away. That's one. Another way is that if you were dependent on them or they were dependent on you, now you're all gonna become independent after some kind of conversation, some kind of talk, probably around money, and you will be like, okay, now you just deal with your own things, dear mom and dad, or the parents will be like, dear son or daughter, deal with your own things on your own. Now you're older and an adult, you do your own thing, we do our own thing. There is a separation. For others of you, it could be that maybe now you're moving out of your parents' house. Maybe you're moving out of your home country. But the thing is, with Aquarius energy in the 4th house, there is this discomfort. If you have planets, and if you have Aquarius planets in your 4th house, Aquarius's energy doesn't like to stay in one place for long. It's air, it comes and goes. It should always like. So some of you will notice that you don't want to stay in this house anymore. Some of you might be buying houses in upcoming 20 years. Houses, did you hear that? I said houses. or a house. Building a house, making a house, selling a house, moving from one house to another house. There's going to be lots of movement, moving in and out from one place to another, a lot of that. And I also mentioned it for Libras who are already going through this, is that some of you might be just like not settling at all. You'll be like, I am a citizen of the world. I don't have a settled location where I can be based. So don't look for me in one place. One day I'm here, another day I'm there. So yeah, this is something big as well. And if you're interested in studying astrology, I don't know if I mentioned that maybe. You can study astrology with me. The Google form is down below. And if you want to have one-on-one reading with me, the link is also down below. And we're moving on to Sagittarius. Let me see. Okay. Dear Sagittarius, sorry for my cough. I have no idea what's happening. Oh my God. What's going on with this Pluto being in Aquarius and then moving your houses? So right now, Pluto is in your second house of money making in Capricorn. From 20th of January, this little tiny planet that's so far away has such an influence on us, and it is going to change the sign from Capricorn to Aquarius. And for you, it's in your second house of your values, your things, I don't know, your car, not everything that is yours that you can touch physically, like this is my iPad, it's not mine actually, so something like that. And for income, second house is the house of like, not the house, Capricorn is the sign of stability. It's the sign of, okay, we're gonna make money this way, and this is the plan, and we're gonna make sure that we perfect it. We're gonna work only on this thing, but we're gonna be a little bit OCD about the way that we do it, so we need to make a perfection out of it. That's your last 10-15 years. And now Pluto on 20th of January going to Aquarius is like, no. I want to do this. I want to make money from this. I want to try this one. So you will be diversifying your income. If you heard this term, this is exactly what's about to happen to you from 20th of January. You will be receiving offers from many different places to help them to work so that they can pay you. Or you will be coming up with stuff to make money from. And the thing is, for those, let me check one thing. For those who have first degrees of Sagittarius, 0 degree, 1 degree, 3 degree, you will already start feeling this shift. Pluto is going to move to your third house of siblings, cars, education, skills, and sales. So the money that you will be making, for some of you, will be related to the things that I just mentioned. Education, courses, languages, cars, travel agencies, sales, radio shows, books, publishing, and etc. Also, if we can add to that a sibling. So some of you will be working with a sibling on these things that I just mentioned. And in the beginning of the video, I said that this Pluto is about making money, okay? And especially this year, and then in 2026, there is this, I can see the configuration of you working with someone, especially a partner, a love partner, or just someone one-on-one to make money in these fields that I just said. So you're becoming very financially independent. So if before you were depending on one job and you felt like you're restricted and you had to do that one job and you had to become like 30 years expertise in one company, in one job position, now I'd be like, no, thank you. Maybe I'll stay in the same company but do many different tasks, but I don't think so. I'm gonna like start my own things. I'm gonna do sales. I'm gonna like, because we're talking about third house. Third house is the house of Gemini, and Gemini is ADHD when it comes to idea generation. They are like the storm of ideas. They want to do this, they want to jump into that, they want to jump into everything. And the thing is, I know you were probably conditioned to do only one thing and to perfect it, but that was Capricorn energy. Now we're moving into Aquarius era, and it is very normal to have different interests and do many different things. It's very normal. I grew up in a very traditional household where I was told you should work on one thing, you should never put your two legs in two different boats. Aquarius moon here, and now I am perfectly fine with having this kind of confirmation from me saying that with Aquarius energy, with Pluto moving into Aquarius, people are going to be doing many different things, and it is going to be completely normal. For example, I want to learn new skill. Okay, good. Learn it, teach it, make money from it, and then move to another one, do one thing. But the thing is, Aquarius energy is not exactly the same as Gemini, where Gemini can do 1 2 3 4 5 6 at the same time. With Aquarius, it's like one project done, moving into another one. It's not settling for long, but then it's having many different projects with timelines, and finishing one thing and then moving to another, finishing this, moving to another. That's a tip if you want to know about. So 1 second. We trying to remember the password of my friend's iPad. She gave it to me. So another way of interpreting Aquarius and Pluto in your third house is that some of you are going to have either, if you had some kind of negative relationship with your siblings, you're gonna break free from them. You're no longer gonna depend on them, or they no longer gonna depend on you, and you will have this some kind of conversation where you will finish your kind of bond that was, if it was toxic, it's gonna be over. But if you have a sibling with whom you have same interests and same ideas and same goals, this Aquarius Pluto is going to bring you closer to each other, to the point that you will be, if you are in long distance with your siblings or you are not living together, you're gonna like move to each other and move around with your sibling a lot. You will be working, planning things with your siblings a lot. Like my sister is Sagittarius, Scorpio, little Scorpio, and Sagittarius rising. So yesterday I was literally telling her, let's buy a truck or a trailer, and then we can do these things, and we can travel and drive. So especially for Sagittariuses, in upcoming 20 years, you are going to buy a car or cars. You will be learning how to drive and become pro in it. Please do so. I have some Sagittarius people in my life. I need you to drive, because I need to be on the road and I don't want to drive because I am prone to accidents. You guys, please learn how to drive. It's going to be very, very useful for you, because for some reason, being on the road is going to be your main thing. You won't be in your office from 9 to 5. Nope. You're going to be like moving a lot. Maybe your job will be providing you with a car where you will have to like move a lot and do things. Because, for example, I didn't know about this before, that companies give cars, because I didn't know that there are jobs where you have to move a lot, and there are. So those are the jobs that you could be receiving. Some of you will be learning new languages, incorporating new things into your life, but most importantly, learning something and then monetizing it. So if you're interested in studying astrology, I am preparing a course that I will launch in April and May of 2024, and you can join and learn astrology, because astrology is going to be a very big thing in upcoming 20 years. Everyone will know about astrology, trust me. Sagittarius people, they have less belief in astrology, but I'm converting many Sagittarius in not that I'm forcing them to believe. I'm explaining things in a way that they are making connections and kind of accepting that it could be something. So, and if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, the links are also down below. And we're moving on to Capricorn. Give me 1 second, please. Oh, hello. Hello, dear lovely Capricorns. Of course, I'm gonna call you lovely because why I wouldn't call myself lovely? Said a selfishly arising Capricorn. But there are many people like me. I don't even need to see or look at iPad to tell you what's about to happen to us. In the past 15 years, Pluto has been in Capricorn and life has been harsh or intense, we might call. It depends on your rising sign, your sun sign, and other planets that you have. But most of the time, people who are born in the late December and early January, they have majority of their planets in one position, which is Capricorn Aquarius or Sagittarius Capricorn. Like, just let me know in comments if what I'm saying could be true. The thing is, I grew up with this aspect of Pluto being in Capricorn because I don't remember my childhood, but from 2008 I started feeling this Capricorn energy. And the thing, it's hard, okay? It has been hard, but it's going away. It's moving away. If you noticed, especially in March to June last year, that something is changing within you, and even your physical body is going through some kind of transformation, it could be because of Pluto. And Pluto is moving to Aquarius. It's shifting. It's changing the sign, changing the energy for upcoming 2 decades. And for us, it's a big thing because in the past decade and so, some Capricorns with very positive aspects made really big names for themselves. They became extremely influential. Like if you like ask someone who is this person, they'll be like, oh, that person is big. They're like da 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 da. Like, you became very, very, very important person and you put a name for yourself. But it wasn't easy, right? It was hard. It was. I can feel that. But now Pluto is changing sign. From 20th of January, Pluto will move into Aquarius. And for some of you, this Pluto is still going to be in the first house, but there is going to be a shift within you, a shift that is going to be characterized as your physical appearance changing, your health is either improving or getting to a different direction to show you that you have to change. Most of the time, I would say it's a style, like losing weight, for example. Your ambitions could be changing. Maybe before you were like having this very specific goal, step-by-step plan, and very strategic and focusing on one thing. Now with Pluto moving into Aquarius, you will be more free. You will just in general feel free, feel like you can breathe now. Like, I cannot wait for that. I'm still struggling to even like breathe. Like, literally breathing is hard for some reason. So I cannot wait for it. And for example, this kind of health situations, detoxification could be happening, like cleansing your whole body, you doing it, or just by itself it's happening. Something happens and then you're like having this cleansing is going to happen. It's very normal. Make sure that you are prepared for it and do not panic much. If there are changes, there are for a reason. Oh my god, when I did that I felt a bit naked. So those who have early degrees of Capricorn are going to experience these changes earlier compared to those who have later degrees. So for example, I'm born on 25th of December and my sun is in the 3rd degree of Pluto. So I will start feeling this shift from 2024. Okay, so I need to confirm one more thing. Okay, so the changes that we're about to have are going to be relating to money. I don't know about you, Please let me know in comments down below. But I'm pretty sure that most of Capricorn risings or Capricorn people have this new desire to make money. Money is becoming super important tool that you want to have, because now you want to have more things, you want to have your own things. For example, I'm literally living up in a prison cell, looks like a prison cell, feels like a prison cell. And with Pluto moving into Aquarius, there's going to be this urge of freedom to have whatever you want, whenever you want, and whatsoever you want. That's one. Two, there will be so many opportunities to diversify your income. I'm telling you, like, you will be receiving offers left and right to do this, to work on that. And the thing is, you will have time to do all of that, because it's not going to be a 9-to-5 job anymore. It's going to be a remote work, a work with people on one-on-one consultation, etc. For example, now that Pluto is kind of coming closer to Aquarius, to like second house, let's say, for example, I'm receiving offers from YouTube. Not a big offer, but like having monetization from YouTube. Then I'm receiving an offer to work with my ex-employer to do marketing, with another ex-employer to do translation, having like consultations here, and I am for some reason applying for other jobs to have other income. So there's like, and then trading, because Aquarius is about AI, it's crypto, it's technology. So some of you are definitely going to be interested in topics of money, how to make money, what is the best way to make money. And it won't matter. At this point, you won't be picking interest in like, I'm gonna focus on one thing and I'm gonna do it for the rest of my life. No, it's gonna be, okay, I'm gonna try this, and then I'm gonna move on to another project, and I'm gonna move on to another project because I can do it. So it's going to be that kind of making money happening for you. And again, everything that I'm saying is directly connected to your work, which proportionally is going to influence your health. But it's going to be a trine from Jupiter, a trine from Uranus in 2026. So even though there will be more things to do to make money, we will, I think, have an opportunity to take care of our health more. So before, let's say maybe you were saving money, you were not sure that you want to have like healthy lifestyle. Now you will be investing in good food, and that's my prison cell where I can hear everything, doing anything in toilet, in shower, and in their own room. So I'm so sorry for this noise, but I'm pretty sure after 20 years, I will look back at this video and be like, good job that you didn't stop. Good job that your mental health that day was good. Okay. So in upcoming 20 years, the topics of health, diet is going to be very important. So for example, some of you will be either hiring nutritionists, or maybe some of you will be studying nutrition and how to take care of physical health. And of course, I can also see that some of you are going to be having more pets, like cats, dogs, or a lot of cats or rabbits, and etc. So if you're interested in studying astrology with me, I'm having an astrology course that is going to change your life in upcoming 20 years, because astrology is going to be very big, and it's going to be in April and May. And I have a Google form which you can fill out for me to see what do you want to learn and how I can help you, because I'm gonna have like video calls and Zoom calls where I already have some students, so we will be working together because it's a teamwork, working with someone. The thing is, most of the signs I mentioned that they're gonna work in a team with people. With Capricorns, what I see is that since you already developed your power and influence, you will be in a position of hiring. For some reason, you will be delegating your tasks. Remember when I said you will diversify your sources of income, and the way that you will be able to manage all of those projects and things that bring you money is by outsourcing and delegating, because there is very clear sign of employees. You will be having like freelancers doing work for you. So I mean, I guess we deserve it because we have been suffering a lot in the past decade and more. And I'm gonna move on to Aquarius. Oh, yes, if you're interested in one-on-one reading, the link is down below. And I'm moving into Aquarius. Hello dear Aquarius, welcome to my channel. If you didn't check the beginning of this video, please check it. It's important because I'm talking a lot about Aquariuses. This is your next 20 years or more. This is very, very, very big. And let me tell you, it's going to be very big, which means it's not going to be that easy, okay? I'm telling you, when Pluto goes through your first house, if you are Aquarius rising, sun sign Aquarius, or moon sign, also depends on your degrees of when you were born. So with Pluto going through your first house, you're gonna go through so much transformation and so much growth, but in the end you will know that there was a reason. The thing is, I don't know what was going on when Pluto was going through Capricorn, because I was a baby still. It was tough for me. But now, when I check Pluto going through Aquarius, it's gonna go very nicely compared to Capricorn, because this time, this Pluto is supported by the biggest planets out there, by Jupiter and then by Uranus. It's going to be very productive and very transformative 2 decades of your life, after which you're gonna be the most famous person out there, like literally. But until then, Pluto is in your 12th house, and from 20th of January it's gonna change to Aquarius, and for some of you or most of you it's still going to be in your sorry, in your 12th house, and depending on the degree and when it's gonna change to your first house, I'm gonna explain more. So the thing is, in the past years, you were probably working on something behind the scenes. Some of you were either developing your skills, learning more things, or just working on some kind of secret projects. You are basically developing and growing, and some of you might have had some kind of psychic abilities awakening. Some of you. And the thing is, now when Pluto goes to Aquarius, you will be able to kind of amplify those things in terms of learning more, figuring out things more, and becoming more interested in different things. And when Pluto goes to your first house, depending on your rising sign or your sun sign's degrees, especially 0 degree, 1st degree, 3rd degree, you will experience these things in 2024 and upcoming years. For others, like 4th degree, 5th, like next year and etc. So what's gonna happen? When Pluto goes through your first house, some of you will literally feel that your body, like your physical body, is changing. It could be either you're losing weight, you're changing your style, or you're like either dyeing your hair. Like you will notice, people will notice big shift in your looks. And the thing is, you're gonna be attractive. Like you're gonna attract so many people into your life. You're gonna become this like mysterious, sexy person that everyone wants to know, and they cannot figure out what is there. What is there behind those beautiful eyes and beautiful face? What's going on? Like, we want to know more. That's how I'm saying, like, you will become influential. Your words, your actions will influence masses of people. It's going to be extremely big. And for those whose Pluto is still in the 12th house, I can clearly see that some of you are dealing with immigration, moving to other countries, and preparing your documents for different citizenship or applying for jobs that you don't want to share with people. But remember when I said that when Pluto goes through your first house, you're gonna like be irresistible. People won't be able to not look at you when you're crossing them. So those who are single, you will be attracting people into your life, and you might be finally no longer single. You will be having dates. You will be invited on dates and etc. As I said, it's very big. Like, I just don't know how to express it because I'm going through physical pain. Many things are happening right now. I don't want to complain, but for example, Pluto is going out of my sign. I'm physically in pain. I'm having my periods, probably. And I think I'm sick. I don't know why. How? I don't understand. So maybe that's why I'm not able to fully express it. I'm really sorry. That's not usually me. Usually I'm like over the roof. But it's very big. Would I go through Pluto in a first house going through my planets again? Yes. If they are in the same way that they're gonna happen this year, 2026 and more, yes, I would go through that. And the thing is, this Pluto is gonna go over my Venus and my moon, so I'm happy. I'm not complaining. It's gonna be good. Then, so for some of you, as I said, there's going to be love related things, but for some of you, it could be that you will start monetizing your hobbies, and you will be expressing them through yourself, and you will bring your hobbies to the world, from which you will be making money, because Pluto is about making money. So this is also very important for artistic Aquariuses out there. You will be noticed for the things that you love doing, okay? And for Aquariuses who want to have babies, 100% you're having babies. It's just the time when. It's gonna depend on the degrees. Okay, what else can I say? Again, freedom loving, wanting to travel, and especially like getting into AI technology, learning about crypto, learning about astrology, numerology. These things are also going to be very attractive to you because you're going to activate the 5th house of gambling. So some people think trading is gambling. I don't think so, because I started doing trading solely based on astrology. So for me, it's a strategy. It's not gambling, even though these days I've been buying lottery tickets, desperate becoming rich. I mean, desperate to have money. Let's put it that way. So if you start learning everything to do with AI, cryptocurrencies, and technology, because if we connect it to trading and gambling, you will be very successful. So if you wanted one advice from me, that would be my advice. But just stay strong and make sure that you are taking care of your physical health, your physical body, having diet and exercising, especially going out and having air, running or parachuting or paragliding, like everything to do with air where you're breathing and you're in a fresh air is going to be very, very beneficial for you. And now we're gonna move on to Pisces. But wait a minute, did I say that I'm preparing astrology course for April and May? And you're Aquarius. Aquarius is astrology. So if you're interested in studying astrology with me, fill up the form down below. And if you're interested in having one-on-one reading with me, I also have readings from this year. I reduced the price to have more people interacting with me because I want to share my knowledge and my skills of astrology with others and be able to help. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and I hope to see you across this video in 20 years to wrap up and see how it went. Last drop. I'm so sorry. We're moving on to Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Let me tell you, this upcoming 20 years are 100% going to be very, very transformative for everyone, and especially for Pisces. Pisces, first of all, let's say you're the most psychic, the most sensitive, the most intuitive sign out there. okay? And the most artistic people out there. Pluto has been in Capricorn in your 10th house, which might have caused you to have some kind of restriction of close people. You might have had like 1 or 2 close people and you were just sticking with them. But from January 20th of this year, Pluto's gonna change the sign to Aquarius. So for most of you, it's still going to be in your 11th house. And in your 11th house, when Pluto changes the sign to Aquarius, all of the sudden you will notice that you are meeting so many people. You are being invited to work in different projects, joining different teams, different groups, to work with a lot of people. You're all of a sudden going for conferences, having Zoom calls with lots of people. Maybe some of you are, if you have like social media and your job is focused on social media and your reach, your income depends on social media, this is going to be very, very big for you and very important, because you put on social media, you are going to become very influential. You're going to have more reach. You're definitely going to be that person that everyone knows in their community. Whatever you do in that community, you will be well known for that. For example, let's say if you're in astrology field, you're gonna be like well known in astrology community. It means that during this period, you're gonna attract more people to have consultations with you. It can also mean that you're because we are also going to have Jupiter in the 4th house, and then Uranus in your 4th house. Your psychic abilities, your intuition is getting way, way better, and you're able to connect that to attract the right people and to direct your messages to right people. And then depending on your degree, like your sun degree, moon degree, and your rising degree, Pluto is going to enter your 12th house either this year, next year, or upcoming 20 years. It's definitely going to enter your 12th house. So 12th house is the house of Pisces, actually. And Pisces are very secretive to me. They're the sign that won't tell you about everything that is happening in their life. They're the sign that will skip some things in their life. They're like, why should you bother to know this about me? And the thing is, it's gonna get even more secretive. And since it's an Aquarius sign, I can definitely see that some of you are learning astrology, 100%. Some of you are going for retreats often, not like for 20 years. You're gonna be going in and out of retreats a lot. I have this clear vision for some Pisces risings, or for some Pisces, is that you will be those leaders in a spiritual community. If you're a spiritual person who is watching this, you will be leading people in a way of like helping them together and organize events together in a place that I would call like not hotels, but like reserving a mansion or a place where these people all gather, and you have your own secret community where you're teaching each other, supporting each other to do things. Like, please comment down below if you're doing that. Invite me. I want to be invited too. I like this kind of things. That's one. I think my sister can do that. She's Pisces moon. That would be very good, because if you were thinking about what to do, this is a perfect idea that you can take from me. Leave me the credits. Then for some of you, if immigration, and again, we're having home and people and different countries here, it means that some of you will be moving abroad and starting living in other countries. You will be immigrating, changing your citizenship, and looking for houses. And the thing is, it's gonna go well because you are having full support from Jupiter, Uranus in upcoming years. Like this year you have Jupiter, and next year too, and then in 2026 you have Uranus. It's just like magnifique. It's perfecto. It's just amazing. Like if you were planning to get a citizenship in a different country, if you were just like, you know, there's another way I can say this, because Aquarius, I can feel Aquarius energy. I have Aquarius moon. Aquariuses don't like the same things over and over again. And for you, since it's connected to like different countries and abroad, and the spirituality and doing some things behind the scenes and the place of living, I feel like you won't be in the same location. You will be, as I said, for some signs, you will be the citizen of the world. You will be either, you will be super rich to have, why not? You can be rich. Who said you can't? Who said? You will be having houses in different continents or in different countries where you will be living 2 months and then next, 2 months and then next. And there is this kind of movement that I can see going on. Yeah. Also, I can feel that some of you will be either providing some kind of help for your parents, like taking them to another countries, helping them with their houses. But most importantly, like another like crucial part is that Pisces, those who are, even though there are many psychic Pisces, but I know that if you have very strong aspect of other signs that kind of not let you explore your spirituality, this 20 years you're definitely going to delve into learning more in depth about things that you are curious and improving your psychic abilities. And you will be needing tools. One of the tools could be astrology, because Aquarius is astrology. So if you're interested in studying astrology with me, I have a course from April and May of 2024, and it's going to be very different. It's going to be very specific. I want to teach people to immediately implement this knowledge into practice, like into real life, immediately after my course or within my course. This is very important to me because I have been studying astrology for years, and every day I learn something new and then I incorporate it. But I want to make sure that a person who comes to me to learn astrology learns everything that I know within that period and is able to use it in real life. Because who knows, maybe you will become an astrologist because you have this Pluto in the 12th house gives also secrecy of you not wanting to tell other people what you do. So if you feel shy doing astrology or some things, you don't have to say, you don't have to tell other people because you know that you won't be doing that. So it's very interesting. Please let me know in comments if anything already started resonating, but definitely please come back in 20 years and check this and we can wrap it up. And thank you so much for watching this video. Happy next 20 years, and I'll see you in my next video, which is February 2024.